So, I see.
Oh my God, I almost just hit myself in the face with the
You got
mic.
your Canadian shirt on.
Canadian
Is it
tuxedo.
Canadian if it's not both?
No, it's not a Canadian tuxedo without both. You're right. You're right.
What do you
wore
think?
those pants last week, though?
I didn't.
I think you did.
I wore a regular one.
What are you doing right now?
Huh?
Why are you calling out her wardrobe?
What am I saying?
Those are like my.
I was going to say you like me.
What?
In the same
I had 4
pants
seconds
and
to
shit.
get ready.
Oh, my gosh. Your life must be so stressful.
I just assumed that you were coming. It's the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Playoffs.
How could you not think that you were coming?
Playoffs.
As
And
the host, he's supposed to make it flow.
oh, now it's coming
She
back.
needs to
on me.
be invited,
Okay.
right? You know?
All right. Maybe
Time.
next.
Even
We'll
though
send
she
it.
would have yelled at you if you did the show without her, she would have definitely yelled at you.
No, I wouldn't have. I was going to just send my picks because I wanted them announced because I won last week.
Even more reason why you should have just showed up at 3 o'clock.
That's true.
You know,
That is true.
if I was the winner, I would just be here.
Do you imagine her in charge?
I'm
But now you're
humble.
here, and we're happy. We're
We should
excited.
put
you're
her
here.
in charge of the show for like 1 week.
No,
It would be funny.
Why do you do these things?
Because that would be funny.
it's too much pressure.
All right, so you went 2-1. Nice job. You were in the lead. I guess we should just stick with us for the rest of the way, because then it'll have like some sort, and then we come up with some sort of a thing.
We're
You
not
know?
coming up with anything because you're not doing anything because you lost.
Why is it me? I'll do
You
something.
lost also.
Lost what? I
Last
won
year.
this year.
Oh, well, playoffs, I mean, last week. Oh,
One-
you mean he has to come up with
Yeah,
a
Still
something
casino?
goes 2-1. It's not even like you went 3-0. You're like shouting from the rafters.
I still beat you.
You
guys.
won 2 games.
I think it's important to celebrate wins. I'm not good at it.
No, I'm not good at it. Well, I'm all right.
You are.
I'm all right at it. Well, win a season. Know how it feels.
Lose a season, know how it feels.
I
Oh,
do.
wait.
I know how both feel.
It doesn't bother me.
What? Mediocrity?
Yeah, I mean, from a pick standpoint, because I know I'm just putting out an excellent product every week.
Yeah, no.
From
that's
this
true.
seat, I mean.
I feel like if you really thought about your picks for like 30 minutes, though, I think you could have a really good record. And I would like to know what that is because I'd like to bet it, to be quite honest.
Maybe next year I'll try to do some good picks.
I didn't touch your bets on purpose
Wow.
because I
Okay.
knew that you weren't trying.
Well, I was.
And
because
AI was picking them.
I got a lot of things going on.
I understand.
I mean, everybody's got a lot of things going on. I don't want to minimize that. I mean, you and I have a lot of things going on.
Shut up.
Kidding with you. Fucking with you.
Imagine having one job.
How about the Vikings?
How about those Vikings?
Are they the only team in history? They only lost to 2 teams this year.
Yes, Rams and Detroit both times, right?
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. What is nuts is
Shit out.
that guy lost millions of dollars.
You think so?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Is it Darnold or Darno?
I like to say Darnold.
How do you say
That
it?
was different.
I know.
It's Arnold.
I think it's Darnold, but I hear people say like that's kind of French,
He looks French.
like Darnold. Darno.
I think that's just like the Midwest people talking weird.
Especially with that red mustache he was going with yesterday.
That was pretty sad.
He couldn't protect the ball. That defense looked awesome. Rams
Yeah.
defense looked great.
Yeah. The Rams are. There's a clip somewhere back, maybe like 6 or 7 weeks ago, where I said the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. And my whole thing was like every week I was just going to say a team.
Say
and
another
say that.
team, right? Yeah,
But
yeah,
that was
yeah.
the only one that I did say. So I feel good about that.
Are you sure
remember.
that's the only team you said?
That's the only one I said, without a doubt.
That's really funny.
First Down Dawgs.
Is it completely like I spoke last week about Darnold too and how he's not the quarterback that can make moves on the fly or read a defense, but he's only had one season like this. Like you don't give him another chance.
From the Viking standpoint, the problem is that they're going to give him a chance. They're going to have to pay him
It's
a
gonna be
stupid
money.
amount of money.
Yeah.
What if they do a 1-year deal?
I mean,
Remember
that
when
would
they-
work for them. I'm
Remember
sure
when
they would do
gave Daniel
that.
Jones a chance?
I wonder if that helps him. I wonder if that helps the Vikings out more now. You know, like what
course
we
it
talked about a
does.
whole episode about.
Yeah.
When we didn't make any picks.
Yeah.
Like, so are the Vikings now in the
In control.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe not though.
They definitely are.
Someone like the Raiders or somebody will still put up a dumb amount of money to bring him on based off of the first, the 14 wins they had.
Possibly, but I think he still has that Jet stink on him, so I think that doesn't help.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I think that's a real thing. And the fact that they kept on reminding us that the 2 major games that he had to play this year, he failed. Failed.
The way you said Jets stink just now, I had a whole bunch of other things that I was going to talk about.
But you're going to shoot right to the Steelers?
Yeah, there's a petition going around the NFL right now for the Steelers to not be allowed back in the playoffs until Tomlin's not the head coach.
Who started that petition? Who started that fake petition?
Is that real? No.
Yeah,
he's
it's
messing
real.
with
I
you.
truly think that this is a conversation for when we have our once-a-month show. I'm not ready to talk about Tomlin because I do have mixed emotions.
Okay.
And it's very, very difficult because I know how good of a coach he is, but sometimes there is a put up or shut up situation, and we haven't won in a decade in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that doesn't fly.
Yeah, you don't have to respond to this, but like I saw that maybe this wasn't you, and I believe this wasn't you, but I have a fairly decent amount of Steelers fans in the universe of my day-to-day. Cocky as cocky could be going into this playoff game,
Right.
for a team that just was
Well, how could you
awful.
be cocky going into this game when you just
that's
lost
fair.
5 straight?
Awful.
That
That's what I mean.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I mean.
whatsoever.
I was surprised.
If we were on that roll where they hit their stride when Russell Wilson came in, sure, I was a bit cocky. I was watching the videos. I was getting excited about it. I think I announced it here. But I was not cocky. Did I think they could beat Baltimore without Zay Flowers? Yes, I did.
Right.
I thought that they could do something. But first play of the game, off our tight end's fucking hands. Off his chest, off his hands. I was like, holy shit, here we go.
I just think the combo. I mean, we're gonna find out this weekend. It's gonna be an epic game. But like those two together, Lamar Jackson and
Yeah. They had a game plan last week, and it was run the football down their necks.
Yep.
He only threw for 170.
That's it.
It wasn't a big deal. And they win on third down all the time. Pittsburgh has got to be one of the worst third down defenses ever. Ever.
yeah, we'll save it for the offseason show though.
Yeah, I think Mike Tomlin is an offseason problem.
I don't know.
Conversation.
I don't know.
It's tough to let a guy like that go. It's because there's nobody
of
else to
course. It's
replace him.
almost
But you
impossible.
don't
That's the problem.
like. Is it? I guess it becomes the coach's issue, even though it's the quarterback. Like Wilson,
Right.
he died. He shouldn't. He
They
didn't
looked
even
like
play.
superstars in the third quarter. They put up 200 plus yards in the third quarter and
They
made it
were
a
trying
game.
to make a comeback,
Right.
but it sounds too little, too late.
Sure. When you fail in the first half, 100%.
Another team that just continues to show up small in big games for my entire lifetime. The Chargers.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
More interceptions in one game than he had, all season.
Season.
How does that happen?
5 versus 4. That's insane.
How are you that bad in that game?
He'll figure it out.
How many more years?
I don't know.
He'll figure it out.
I got a good feeling about
That's
it.
That's the worst sentence. I hate that sentence. He'll figure it out.
I know.
You don't have time to figure it out anymore.
That was crazy. And you know what, too? Should have seen that one coming because the whole entire world
The country was
on
the Chargers. That's why I really didn't have a big problem letting you guys have it.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you both picked it, I was like, you know what? Let me back off this game.
Should have seen that one coming. You know, the playoff thing is like you want to pick if you're either way, you pick the quarterback. You know,
Sure.
and even a guy it's just his second year in Stroud, I trust him more than I
And
trust.
he's already got
Herbert.
a win.
Yeah.
You know?
He already had a win coming into it at home.
Yep.
They were angry with how they ended the season. They played amazing.
Oh, the Rex
Yeah,
Ryan.
but
Joe Mixon coming for Rex Ryan.
They didn't play well for a while.
They didn't
Houston.
play
They
well
didn't
for
play
a while.
well for
No, they
a
didn't.
while.
No.
They were so under the radar
Right.
for so long to the fact that I was like, I mean, my Super Bowl pick's still alive. Just want to say that. Both sides of the
So
ball.
lucky. He's so lucky.
The other side of it, though, is the Commanders. Did you know that their last 5 wins have been on the last play of the game?
No, I did not know that. But
That's pretty
great.
wild.
It also doesn't seem like a Super Bowl winning team when they do that. It's a great season.
No.
It's a great season. It's a good time. But they weren't as good as Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just screwed up.
Yeah. Tampa
Baker
Bay.
Mayfield screwed up.
Surprising.
Yeah.
I thought they were better than that.
Not so surprising, but surprising.
A lot of weapons.
I couldn't believe when he threw.
Versus a rookie quarterback?
No, I know.
Surprise.
I mean, he's really good. But they had a
Also,
play
he's
in the
30.
fourth quarter down the middle, I think, to McMillan, and I was very surprised that was the longest play of the game at that point. I'm like, Baker, you're known for throwing
Yeah.
crazy amounts of footballs to people.
Yeah.
And that's your biggest play. And in the fourth quarter, they played so small.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay played so small.
Yeah.
And I don't think they had to.
Yeah. They
They're
definitely did.
inconsistent. Why did they do that though? They're like a roller coaster.
It's all about the game plan. The coaches choose this game plan. Maybe they have a couple variations off of this game plan. But you see it happen all the time. How a good team could go down like that.
But that's the same thing in that game. It's like, how could Baker Mayfield lose? The experience he's got, how could he lose to a fucking rookie?
He shouldn't. Also, how does Washington not run Daniels when they had that pass interference penalty? 4 downs, you're not running your number one guy who's doing everything that game. I can see if he sucked. If he sucked, don't run him.
Yep.
He was doing everything that game. They stop him, and then Tampa Bay gives him the ball back. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
After you get off the goal line with 2 first downs.
Yeah.
You had it in your hands.
No, then yeah, you're right. Not a Super Bowl team. If they win the Super Bowl, I'll do a fucking off-season show naked.
Wow.
I don't think they're bad though. I like the Commanders.
They're not bad.
bad.
There's no way
Too
their
soon.
defense is that good.
No.
And they don't have enough weapons on offense.
They've got a lot to look forward to
Yes.
in the future.
Robinson went down the tubes. He's not a dynamic run. They're using the quarterback. You're not going to win 4 tough games in a row. Anything can happen. But you're not going to win 4 tough games in a row using your quarterback for everything.
I saw a thing about Daniels. Like, he's got 3 games already. 3 wins where the team didn't punt and they didn't turn the ball over. And they won.
The whole game?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
3
pretty
times
amazing.
in this 1 year.
That's pretty amazing.
And then there was a
That's
list
very
like
good.
Brady, Manning, all of them. Rodgers, never, all combined hadn't done that.
Isn't that what Williams said about their punter? He wasn't going to have to punt that
Yeah.
much this year,
Yeah.
but he ended up having like the most ever.
Yep.
Who was worse, Herbert or Love?
Herbert.
Herbert was worse.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That was bad. It was bad
Green
back
Bay
to
wasn't
back
great
to back
either.
to back to back.
Green Bay was
Yeah.
7 points away in the third quarter after turning the ball over 4 times and missing a field goal.
Yep.
They're still down by 7.
Yeah.
I stick by that Green Bay pick, definitely 5.5, because they, if anything, they should have scored at the end to make it a wash with that spread.
Yeah.
But they didn't show up either.
Same thing there. It's the quarterback. It's not enough there.
And he needs
Yeah.
wide receivers.
More time, a little bit more weapons.
Yeah. I mean, you could see that Herbert has it in that guy Ladd. He's absolutely
yeah.
a star wide receiver.
Lad McConkey.
Did Cooper Kupp die? Is he dead?
So. Someone last night was, we were making bets, and someone last night was like, you think Cooper Kupp could get fucking 4 catches
It was
or something?
4.5.
And I was like, who?
That was the spread. Who? He said who? Oh my God, he's dead.
This is dead.
Cooper Kupp is dead.
1 season.
Puka Nacua took
2
him
seasons.
Puka's amazing though.
Puka's amazing,
we
but
love Puka.
you can't just rely. Why not use both?
I don't know.
Is he not running routes well?
I don't know.
1 catch. For
But speaking
29
of, can we
yards.
go back to the Green Bay Eagles game? Because Packers stay in it. We just spoke about that. They could have easily won that game had they done one extra thing right on offense. The Eagles, if they don't have their total, I looked this up, regular season total yards for the team is a little over 6,000. Saquon has a little over 2,000 himself. AJ and Devontae have less than that combined. If they face a team that shuts down their running game, they're done.
Yeah, 100%. Hurts is
Yep.
not that great.
And they haven't utilized Devontae or AJ at all. They just
AJ's reading a book.
It's a Saquon.
What? Why are you shaking your head?
Don't bring that up.
But he's reading a book.
Yeah, we saw.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now let's say.
It's a They just all their plan is around one player.
Why?
Yep.
Because she bought it.
What?
Why? Because she bought it.
No, I don't know. It just felt like such an overblown thing to me.
It's kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. They, he can't last. Hurts can't last a full season. He's made of glass.
Yeah.
And so much of their,
And he's not that
it
accurate.
all depends on how,
Saquon.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And they
he's
have
not
the
that
weapons. And they have the weapons.
accurate. Yep.
You know,
Like they have 2 very good quarterbacks. I mean, 2 very good wide
Wide
receivers.
receivers. And a tight end.
Yeah,
if
tight
Goddard's
end.
healthy, he's a really good tight end. Yeah, it's like they never put that, which is weird because that coach feels like they would blow out everybody if you wanted to.
You hate
know
him.
what I mean? But they're always like grasping for points at the end. I don't know. It's so weird. They're gonna fuck up in some way. They have to, right?
Well, I was looking at. I mean, we'll transition to those picks, but like the NFC side, you've got the Commanders, the Lions, the Rams, and the Eagles. Left,
Such
right?
a weird four.
Who's the worst of the? Who do you think is the worst of those teams?
The Eagles.
I think you're right.
I say Washington,
I think it's the Eagles.
but I would have liked to have seen Eagles versus Washington this round.
Yeah.
That would have been cool
well, you're not going to see them
because I think Washington could have beat them.
Yeah.
I think so too. All right. So I guess I'm going to go first because
I could if you want. I haven't
no,
come
I
to
was.
last in a while.
I'm.
All right.
Katie's going last.
All right.
2-1. I'm going to go first because I sucked in the regular season and continued that into the playoffs.
All right.
All right.
All right. The
These
only one you
picks-
won was Baltimore, right? You
I
might have
think
been 2-1.
No.
You sure?
No. I had Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Green Bay. To me, this one is like this is just a buzzsaw, and there's no way. We're talking about the Commanders. They can't beat the Lions. There's no possible way. I don't think anyone is beating the Lions. -9.5. It doesn't scare me at all.
I went up another
think
point. It was 8.5.
They are going to destroy them. The last time the Commanders and the Lions met in the postseason, January 8th, 2000, Jaden Daniels not even born yet.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
That's a funny.
Right after Y2K.
Why
Remember
2K?
that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do remember that.
The Lions are going to have Montgomery back. What is the story with what's his face Hutchinson? Is there any chance he plays? I
He
thought he
said
could potentially
Super Bowl.
play.
He
Just the
said
Super Bowl?
he believes that he could play the Super Bowl. He said, "Get to the Super Bowl and I will play." That's what he said. That was a couple of weeks ago, but a lot of people are saying no.
Yeah. I mean, I guess what happened last night took a little bit of the smoke off of like how amazing the Lions were against the Vikings because Darnold looked like shit again last night.
Right.
But they're just both sides of the ball, just overwhelming, just force. I'm taking the Lions -9.5.
How sad, really? How sad would you be if, like, as a football fan, if the Lions do lose?
Oh, devastated.
You'd be devastated, right? Like you wouldn't turn it and be like, "Oh, that's so cool that Washington won." Blah blah blah. I think I'd be devastated.
The amount of crying that Dan Campbell will do.
Well, that part will be funny. I'm saying you as a fan of
Yes.
NFL.
Yep.
I would be devastated.
I mean, and especially right now.
Yes.
Home field advantage, coming off a bye,
Yes.
playing a rookie quarterback.
Like I hope
Can't
they-
happen.
I hope they beat them by 21.
Can't
I'm
happen.
going to be nervous. I know I am.
Can't happen.
Are you in on this game?
I am not. I cannot touch that game. I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous too. I can't touch the spread because it's a big number and it makes me nervous. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go over 55.5.
That's the highest one there,
Lot
right?
of points, lot of points.
It is a lot of points and it's a late night game. But Montgomery is back. And the Commanders are good that they could put points on the board.
Sure.
Right. And anybody on that defense should be able to put points on that board.
Yes. So I just think that it could potentially be a shootout. Like I think Washington definitely gets points on the board. The Lions probably should win.
Right.
But lots of points scored. Hopefully.
You're gonna know
hopefully
fast.
hopefully it's entertaining because all the games this weekend sucked.
Only one by
Bad.
one score, right?
Yeah.
Only one game by
Shit.
one score.
Terrible.
It was
But most of the
awful.
time, this is the weekend that's solid anyway, right? These are the
division.
4 games that are. They're not going to be blowouts. I mean, that's what's tough. I don't know. Maybe they will be.
Couple of high spreads.
Couple of high spreads, which is surprising. I'm going to touch on the Rams and Eagles. It sucks that they played Monday night and they got to play in Philadelphia. I really like Stafford. I really like their young defense. I think their defense is fast. Hopefully it wasn't just because Minnesota was that bad, but I mean 6 sacks in the first half. I don't know how many they totaled.
There's no
That
other
dude Verse
Oh.
is remarkable.
There's no defense in the league that grew better throughout the season than that
Yes.
that defense.
Yeah.
They just got better every single week.
They're on a roll. I love Sean McVay. I think he's great. And if he has a lead at the half, I don't think he'll give it up. I'm taking the 5.5 if it was.
It's 6.5
It's
today.
6.5 now? I'm taking the Rams at 6.5.
I am
Sounds like
too.
fun.
Me too. I just don't believe in the Eagles, and I think the Rams are really good. And their defense, like we just said, like if they can stop Saquon, they can win the game.
Yeah, the biggest problem is going to be if they don't do shit in the first half, the Rams are in big trouble. If they can't move the ball, if Stafford can't move the ball in the first half, they're in big trouble.
There's too many weapons.
Too many
How
weapons.
can
They're
they
going to
not
continue
move
to
the ball?
move the ball.
Love their running back. I love
I'm
their
taking
running
them
back.
plus 6.5 also.
Nice. That's a family play.
Family
Oh,
play.
I like that one.
Family play.
That's a good family play, though. It's a healthy one.
Shit, that means I got to go right
Kobe
away.
Turner, the defensive end for the Vikings, twice on Darnold. That time,
Yeah, I mean,
unbelievable. 9 times they sacked him.
9 total.
Yeah,
That's a lot for any game.
and I
That's
just
a
think,
lot.
listen, Eagles have an amazing offensive line. Always have,
Yeah.
still do. Lost the biggest part of it. Still great, but I can't see this game them not being back there all the time. I don't even think Hurts will finish this game.
That's pretty because he's going to have to run.
He's gonna have to.
He's going to have to run, and I don't think he's really
I think
done
he
it.
can. You know,
That pissed me off about Lamar Jackson. That fucking guy. He could really turn it up. Check out Lamar Jackson's stats and Josh Allen's stats because it's really should almost go to Lamar Jackson again, the MVP.
I can't touch that game, but like
I have to
cannot
touch
wait
that
for
game.
that game.
I'm only doing this game just because it'll be fun to root for. I'm going for over 51.5. It just seems like fun. Bills, Baltimore. I hope the Bills win because I hate the fucking purple and black. Over 51.5 Bills and Ravens. It's fun to root for. I'm just rooting for touchdowns.
Yeah. I hope that game is as good as it should be. As football fans, like you said before, please give us a solid game.
Is that the Sunday second
That's
game?
Sunday night. That's Sunday night at
6:30?
6:30. So Detroit Saturday at 8?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Rams.
That's cool.
The Eagles game is Sunday early, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because KC's first.
Right. Speaking of that, that's
Yeah.
my last pick. This has to stop with the Chiefs. Super impressed with the Texans this last week. That being said, the last stat I saw before I took the Texans plus 8.5 is that Mahomes is 6-0 in the divisional round.
Dude, his playoff record is retarded. Like, even his yards and his touchdowns.
He's got to fall at some point.
It's ridiculous.
I think the Texans defense, the edge rushers, are going to cause them trouble in the backfield. And I don't know why I'm going to do this. I feel like I do this every year. I'm just hoping for a cover. The Chiefs are going to win this game. But can we just cover the 8.5? It's a lot of points.
You can't just go Chiefs money line.
No.
You can't just.
No, you mean Texans money line? No.
No, you can't just go Chiefs money line. Easy pick.
No.
They have to win.
No.
It might not be an easy pick, though. I have Houston plus 8.5 too.
I'm copping out and I'm going over 41.5 because it's 41.5.
That's super low.
I couldn't pick. Yeah, it is low, but it could be 6-0 after the first half. You have no idea. But I can't pick that spread.
Why?
I'm going with
Because
the
the
8.5.
Chiefs should beat them by 14.
Yeah, but the Chiefs
But
don't
they're not
beat
going
anybody.
to. I know. They're
Why
not
that?
going to.
Especially since it's all scripted, you know? So
Stop
like,
it.
This one's gonna have to end with like something, like a. I'm just saying a safety. They
This
win
is-
by
yeah.
they win by a safety.
This is usually the game where the Chiefs are down by like 2 touchdowns going into the second half,
Yep.
right? And then they win by
Come
like
back, yep.
1.
Wait, wasn't that the thing all last year?
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
That is so funny. That hasn't happened
They were
this year.
getting points last year in the playoffs and winning their games by a field goal.
Yeah.
All the time.
I mean, the Texans deserve to be the underdog for sure.
Sure.
In the game, but I think they
Make
got a
it
little bit.
6.
They got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. You know,
Yeah. I
8.5
mean,
is a lot, though.
it's a lot.
I love Nico. Nico Collins is a weapon. He's just got to be accurate. Stroud's got to be. They're saying there's something wrong with his footwork.
Yeah.
They're saying that he's bopping around too much or something like that. He might have fixed it last game. I don't know. But
Interesting.
I'm going over. I'm going 2 overs. The other reason why I'm going 2 overs is because last week, every game under.
Yeah.
Every game went under.
Something's got to change.
Do you have 4 picks?
I have 3 picks.
Oh.
I got over in the KC and the Bills game, and I got the Rams.
Oh, okay.
You want me to make a 4th pick?
No.
No. No.
No, that's like my dad.
After this week, it gets tough. He's right because.
First Down Dawgs.
Does get tough. You're right.
We'll find out next week
You're
why
right. It does get
it's
tough. We'll figure out why at the opening of the next show.
This weekend, I gotta watch all these games. I've had such a tough time getting to
These
see
should
everything.
be good.
And then I watch the YouTube, the replay.
Oh, the
that
recap
happens
of
in,
everything?
like, No, on YouTube you could watch the whole game
Oh wow, that's
with no breaks in between.
their recaps.
Chaotic.
Their recaps are like 13 minutes, and they go through a lot.
Yeah, they do.
which is pretty interesting. But I was able to. I watched everything.
Well, that's because you have 3 kids at home with fucking swine flu or something.
No, just one of them sick, and that happened that night, Sunday night.
I watched a lot. These are fun games, though. These should be good games.
Yeah,
It should be good games.
I lost the momentum though as the weekend went on. The games were worse and worse. I was like, I'm fucking investing so much into this, and I'm like, these are shit.
They
Did
were
you get
good.
wings? Did you fucking did you party? I mean, what's going on?
Couple 10 milligram fucking seltzers and just
For the Steelers Baltimore game, I ate 12 wings. I'm not kidding you. Probably in 2.5 minutes. I hocked them down so fast. It was like
and like last show you were like surprised that you were 259.
Wait, why? Why did you have them
matters
in
on
2
how fast
minutes?
you eat.
Was that like an anxious eating thing?
I didn't eat all day because I felt like I was gonna get wings early. I had Special K in the morning. See how healthy I am.
Nice.
I had Special K in the morning.
Okay.
And then I just held off lunch, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna get wings. 12 wings down the hatch.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I taste them.
Well, I'm not
Wings?
going to judge you right now. We're not going to say anything. This isn't the show for that. But next week, we're going to bring up what you just said right there. When you said, I don't know why I can't lose weight in the gym. This guy just purposely didn't eat all day to,
It's true.
to fucking binge on wings. No, we're not doing this right now. We'll do it next
You're
week.
right. It's fine.
We'll do it next week.
Wings sound amazing. I want wings right now.
Yeah, let's eat them. Yeah, I'm going to take a couple wings deep.
Rip the skin off. Get right to the bone.
You
First
guys
Down
are
Dawgs.
freaks.